You're listening to the Tom Green Podcast. Thanks for listening. Today is a special day because I'm posting 2 podcasts today, possibly more. You never know. You never know when I'll post a new one. This morning we had Biz Nasty 2.0 on the show, and Biz Nasty 2.0 on Twitter, and Biz Nasty on Instagram. He's got an incredible podcast called Spittin' Chicklets. So that was our first episode of the day, and now taking phone calls. If you want to call me and talk to me, follow me on Instagram, and when I go live on my Instagram story, I will show the phone number, and you can call me on the phone using your telephone system, and we'll take calls and talk about what's going on out there right now. Hopefully, this has been a distraction for you that will help you with this crazy time we're all finding ourselves in. So, without further ado, let's take some calls, and thank you for listening to the Tom Green Podcast.
Hey, what's up, Tom Green? How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm great, man. Big fan.
I'm a big fan of you.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
I didn't know you were familiar with my jazz guitar style.
Oh yeah. You want to play a little music for us right now?
I could. Let me grab a guitar.
Why don't you play a little jazz guitar and I'll do the drums? All right.
Okay.
How about that? Let me load up some drums.
All right.
Oh, that was some nice acoustic drums. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You
Okay,
lead.
ready.
Lead. I'll play along with you because you might not be able to hear the drums.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll just do a little jam here.
Yeah. We're singing a song on the Instagram today, having some fun in the quarantine today, 'cause that's the only way. Instagram party. Saying hi to my friends out there in the world. Hi to the boys and girls. I hope you're staying safe. Instagram party. That doesn't rhyme, but I don't care. Amazing. We did it. Thanks, man.
Nice, man.
I think
So
that
fun.
worked.
Thank
I don't
you
even
for
know if that
asking.
worked. Did that work at home? Did you hear the drums? I don't know if you heard the drums at home. But, we're just
I could hear you singing.
we're improvising here. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
me.
that's right.
You got me singing. I like
It's
your
good
guitar.
music.
What's your name and what's your Instagram address so people can follow you and check out your music?
Yeah, for sure. My name's Kyle Hernandez. You
Okay.
can follow my Instagram. It's Kyle, KYLE _Hernandez, HERNANDEZ. And yeah, I play jazz all around California. So thanks for having me, man.
Okay, great. How are you dealing right now with everything that's going on with the pandemic?
Yeah, so, like a lot of musicians, a lot of my gigs are canceled and things like that. So a lot of us are relying on live streaming opportunities. Actually, me and a couple other friends are doing a live stream performance on behalf of San Jose Jazz over where I'm located. And, they're doing a whole online concert series. So we're trying to stay active. We're playing, we're trying to collaborate online as best we can. But, I'd remiss to say that we're not hurting a little bit from this pandemic. Everyone's eager to get out again and play with one another.
Yeah, well, go out, make some music, and make people happy, and I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in, and definitely,
Yeah, man.
definitely, make yourself apparent on my comment section. Go leave a comment so I know who you are, and I'll follow you and check out what you're doing. Okay, man?
Oh, man. That's great. Thanks so much.
All
Huge
right.
fan. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I'm a fan of yours. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks.
Bye. All right, that worked. That actually felt like something that that was a thing. Like that sounded like a thing that we could do around here. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? We're making it up as we go along. Let's take another call and see who this is. Hello, you're on the air.
Tom Green.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Matt.
Matt, what part of the world are you calling from?
I'm calling from outside Peterborough, Ontario.
Nice, another Canadian. We've had two Canadians and a California on there.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
oh, yeah, bud. We're gonna get her done there, eh?
Oh, yeah, damn right, eh?
Yeah. What do you do up
Damn
there?
right.
How's everything going in Peterborough? Are you on lockdown or?
Oh, yeah, we're locked down. Yeah.
So
We're
that
not
means,
traveling too much, just grocery stores and essentials,
yeah. So what do you make of all
Yeah.
this? How old of a person are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 37.
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're old enough to know that this is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. I travel a lot, too, so it's pretty nuts, It's everywhere.
Man, what are you doing to keep occupied and to keep safe and healthy?
I'm actually fixing up a trailer down by my pond now. Yeah.
Oh, well, of course you are.
Yeah, fixing up an old trailer.
Fixing up an old
Yeah.
trailer down by your pond in Peterborough.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that sounds very Canadian.
Yeah. I play guitar and sing too, so I'm doing a lot of that.
Oh my gosh.
just online stuff.
Did you hear
I
the
just
Did you hear the little jam I just did with our last caller?
I did, yeah. I like the sampler.
Yeah,
I like
thanks.
man, I've been listening since Check the OR.
Yeah, you like it so far.
Check the OR, you like it so far.
Check the OR, you like it so far. Check the
Yeah, man.
OR, you like it so far. Yeah, that's my song from 1991 when
Yeah,
I put out my record when I was a teenager, and that led
Yeah.
to all of this.
Did you get a Juno, or were you nominated for a Juno?
Nominated, lost.
Nominated. I've lost a bunch of
You know
Junos.
what? It's an honor to be nominated. I went
Yeah,
to,
it is,
I went to the awards show. I sat right behind Corey Hart. I remember looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
I remember looking at the back of his wet, spiky hair and thinking, man, that's a nice
Yeah.
gel job he's doing there. And he
I
had the
play in a
glasses on, so it turns out he does actually wear his sunglasses at night because the show was in the evening. And Celine Dion was hosting the show that year. So whatever year the Junos was
geez.
hosted by Celine Dion, that was the year that Organized Rhyme was nominated, and we were there.
Yeah.
And I had a great time. And we had Sebastian Bach was sitting on one side of me, who I did not know yet. Now I'm friends of Sebastian's, but I was a huge fan of
Yeah.
his. And he was being hilarious and outrageous, and he was being Sebastian Bach. And there was all the stars of the Canadian music business were there. And I remember as a 19-year-old kid, I thought it was incredible. And I said to myself, I like this stuff. I want to keep doing this stuff. So here I
Yeah.
am. Here I am. 30
I play
years
in a
later,
Canadian-
something like that.
I play in a Canadian band called 3 Days Grace.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to play. Yeah, I used to play in a band called My Darkest Days, and my first band got nominated for a Juno. And
Oh my gosh! Well, go
We
get your guitar right now. How about?
I don't have one down at the trailer, eh?
Oh my God!
It's
You
up
don't
at-
don't
it's
have
up-
don't have a guitar down at the trailer there, eh, bud? Of course you don't.
Oh, it's up.
Why-
It's up at the house.
Why would you have a guitar down at the trailer there, bud? Huh? By the
Oh,
pond?
it's too cold right now.
Uh-huh.
Too cold.
Yeah. Is it snowy?
too cold, eh?
Snowy up there, eh?
It's all melted now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's,
cool. People
yeah.
know your band on the social media. Everybody's excited that you're on the line. 3 Days Grace!
Dude,
exclamation mark.
I've been such a big fan. I saw you were doing it, so I I was calling and trying to get in.
Yeah, no, I know you
Yeah,
guys,
man.
man. I'm gonna follow you now. I'm glad we actually get to connect like this, and I'll follow you guys, and let's link up and make some music next time I'm up there in Peterborough. There, eh?
Cool, buddy. We'd always love to have a rap on a song.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. Hey, you know the bridge by the Canadian Tire over the river?
In Peterborough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was like, I don't know, I guess I was probably about 24 years old, I jumped on a freight train in Ottawa on the back of a freight train, and it didn't stop for about 10 hours or something like that. And then I jumped off, and it was the middle of winter, and I jumped off, and I was in Sudbury, and then I hitchhiked from Sudbury back to Barrie, where my aunt and uncle and cousins lived, and my aunt took us in for the night, my friend and I, and she made us spaghetti, and we watched Star Trek: The Next Generation, had a nice sleep. The next morning, she drove us to the freeway, where we caught a hitchhiked to Peterborough, got off in Peterborough. We're stranded there for a little bit. I had $20 in my pocket, my friend and I. We went in the Canadian Tire because we were walking by that bridge over the river, and we looked into the water, and there were two 10-speed bikes in the river. And they looked fairly new. It made no sense. Clearly, someone had stolen these bikes and thrown them in the river. So we went in the Canadian Tire. We bought a piece of metal that was sort of a hook-shaped sort of metal, and we bought a piece of rope with our $20, spent about $2 on it or something like that. We threw it into the river. We were able to haul out these 10-speed bikes. Then we rode them down. You know the hill that goes down to the hill from there that goes way down, way down to the main road towards the freeway?
I think you're on Lansdowne. Yeah, Lansdowne Street.
Right.
Yeah.
So the bikes worked. They both had stickers on them that said "Happy Birthday," which I thought was odd. They both said "Happy Birthday." So clearly, a set of twins had been gifted some bikes, which were then sadly stolen from them and thrown in the river, only to be found by us and used to get us a fairly decent distance. Right? That's a fairly decent distance, right? Way down. We rode them way down there, and then we went to the Wendy's, and we had about like $15 left, and so we went in and we bought 2 baked potatoes with chives because we wanted some sustenance because we were hungry, and then we hiked up the hill. There was a hill that goes up from there to the Tim Horton Donuts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I describing this right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right at Canadian Tire now. Yeah.
No, another hill towards the freeway. We went up another way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're close to the 115.
Yeah, up to the freeway there, and we went into the Tim Hortons, into the Timmy's, and there was a truck driver there, a long haul truck driver there, and we started talking to him, and he said he was driving to Ottawa, so he gave us a lift to Ottawa, and that's how we got home. And it was
you got home.
It was amazing, just in time for the Tom Green Show Christmas special was actually re-airing in a rerun.
How old were you then?
I was probably 25 years old. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's my
Man,
story.
we used to play on those train carts, but we were never jumping on them. That's insane.
Yeah, we did it 3 times and then decided it was stupid, so we stopped. And I don't encourage anyone.
Man,
yeah,
that's hardcore. But don't do that stuff, kids.
Don't do it in the winter either. All right. Hey, thanks
All
for
right,
calling.
buddy.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Make yourself.
I love your work and keep it up, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thanks
Great.
for having me.
Good luck with the music. Can you go leave a comment on my Instagram on my latest post, and I'll follow you guys, and we'll stay in touch. Okay.
I will, man.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Be safe. Thank you. Okay. All right. Figuring this out. Hey, it's working. Isn't it nice when things work? If you're listening right now on the podcast, I'm also looking at the Instagram story right now. So follow me on Instagram if you don't. And whenever I do these live call-ins, I'll be watching on social media on Instagram, and I can see your comments. So is it all working? The sound's working. Everything's doing good. Yeah, you can hear me, and everything's great. This is cool. You know, I'm trying to find ways to occupy myself and occupy all of y'all during this situation we're dealing with here with the coronavirus pandemic. And it's hard to believe sometimes that that's actually what we're talking about, that that's actually going on, but it is going on. There's a coronavirus pandemic, and people are getting sick, and it's very sad and scary. And I want to share information here and also create a distraction for all of us while we're locked in our homes, so we have something to do. It's a little different than the norm, and I want to try to get some information out to you all that is not necessarily being filtered through the typical mainstream media. So maybe we'll learn some things as this thing gets more progressed. We're hoping it doesn't get as bad as some people are saying it could get, and it does sound like it is going to get very bad. So we need to be aware that we have to be very careful about staying in the house and not infecting other people. I like to look at this as an opportunity for us to reflect on life. You know, I don't like using words like opportunity or optimism because this is horrible what's going on. But I think if there is any sort of glimmer of hope as far as how we can make this better for ourselves as we go through this, is we can find out something about ourselves that we didn't know. We maybe can learn something about ourselves that we didn't know, and at the same time, we're being good members of society by not going out and infecting other people or getting infected. So I would suggest learn a musical instrument, learn a new language, make a podcast, figure out how to hook up Skype to your cell phone, do something that when this is all over with, you'll be able to keep doing it, and all this time that you have that you don't know what to do with yourself won't have been for a waste. You know, I think there's going to be a renaissance of sorts when we come out of this, where the entire world is all at once sitting together, thinking about life, thinking about the world, and maybe there will be some good that will come from this horrible tragedy that we're going through right now. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, how are you, Tom?
Very good, very good. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. I was at one of your shows at the Improv a couple years ago.
And how was it? Was I funny?
Yeah, dude, you're good. I liked it a lot.
I mean, was I the best ever? The best you've ever seen?
You were definitely top two.
Top two. Okay, that's pretty good. Who was number one? Who was funnier than me?
No. I don't know if anyone is funnier than you. Maybe you were tied with someone else.
Tied. Okay.
I like to be a little unspecific.
Okay. You want to be? You don't want to tell me who was funnier than me, or?
My favorite skit that you've ever done was you had a tongue-tied DVD.
What's that?
Or maybe it was a VHS, tongue-tied VHS.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you did a dance with an old lady with Mountain Dew, and she said you were dancing like a snake. That was my favorite skit that you have ever done. I lost my shit that day.
Oh yeah, that was back in the day. That would have been 1996, I would think. Hey, so what is your name?
My name's Heath.
Heath, and what's your Instagram handle?
Diesel Heath. I'll comment on your last post.
All right, yeah.
You told the other guy.
I want everybody listening to know too who we're talking to. So while they're listening, they can go check out your posts.
Diesel was my old dog, so it's Diesel Heath.
Diesel. Rest in peace, Diesel.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Diesel passed away, I'm assuming, when you said old dog?
Yeah, about
you didn't
about
just
6 or 7 years
You didn't just
ago.
get rid of it.
No, I actually got a brand new dog.
It's not living comfortably with someone down the street because you just got tired of feeding it.
No, absolutely not. He did eat a lot.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't joke around about this, but sometimes it's. I figured you could handle it.
No, yeah, absolutely. Everybody gets new dogs. Everybody
Yeah.
loses dogs. Everybody, gets new animals.
Time marches on.
How's your coronavirus?
My dogs passed away 3 years ago, and I think about them often. Annie and Steve.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Annie and Steve.
Annie and Steve.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, that's so cute.
They were regulars here on my web shows and things, and they were beautiful dogs. They lived to a ripe old age of 15 and 16 years old, and I miss them every day.
Did you get dogs to take some of the love that you had left over and to rekindle your dog love?
I haven't gotten new dogs yet because I've been touring so much. I'm on the road doing stand-up practically full-time until now, of course. So it didn't make sense to have dogs right now at this time, even though I do miss having dogs when I'm home. But I'm definitely I could use some companionship now, that's for sure, because I'm here quarantined at home, and I'm not going out until this is over. What are you doing? How are you doing up there in Pittsburgh? How are things with regards to this COVID-19 situation?
I mean, it's pretty scary. I've definitely been smoking a lot of weed lately.
Okay.
But I just got a brand new puppy. Actually, he's 15 weeks, and his name's Kobe. And this actually, because I did lose my job. I was a bartender.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay because now I get to hang out with this 15-week-old pup all day long. And my girlfriend, Sydney, she works from home, so everything's it doesn't change for her.
Yeah.
And now we just get to make sure that our house gets peed on less.
Yeah,
so that's
absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Hey, can I offer you just a little bit of information, and you can take it or leave it. Don't by any means think of me as being sort of someone that is devoid of fun. But regarding the weed smoking, okay. It is important to understand right now, and you can make your own decision based on this information, that this COVID-19 caused by the coronavirus is a respiratory illness, so it actually goes for your lungs. And so if you were to get sick and you were dealing with this, it would be better if your lungs were as functional and cleaned out as possible right now during this time. So it's a good idea to not smoke right now until this is over. Just telling you that.
Switch to edibles.
I would switch to edibles, yeah. If you need it to stay calm, I think you should stop inhaling smoke into your lungs until this is over. Okay, that's just a bit of information.
Thank you.
You take that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you might want to Google that and read about that. But I think that you hear about all these ventilators and things that people are being put on that's because they can't breathe, right? So it's a horrible way to die, and I wouldn't want you being I wouldn't want anybody, but I'm certainly trying to get all the information that I know about this out to my listeners here, and that's just...
I really appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, you've been a hero of mine for over 2 decades, so I take that with the most respect that anyone could ever give me advice for.
Switch to edibles until this insanity is over. Yeah.
Deal. I like that.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for calling. Okay. Appreciate it.
Hey.
All right. Be
pleasure.
safe. All right. Cheers.
You too.
Okay.
Later.
Bye. So that's essentially what we're doing here, and that's what the nature of this show is going to be. We're going to do it more often, and we're going to do it regularly. I want you guys to stay tuned, and I appreciate you being here with me. I'm going to take a short break, but we'll be back. We'll be back in a little while. I just want to... Oh. No, that's not the Osprey. It's a regular helicopter. But if you look on my Instagram, you'll see that there's been Black Hawks and Ospreys and military helicopter aircraft flying over. And yeah, this is definitely, it's going down, folks. So I want you all to be safe, okay? I'm going to check in with you guys in a little bit. I think I might start doing this late night as well. Okay, so late night Los Angeles time, which will be real late night East Coast. After 10 p.m. LA time, probably going to start going live a little bit as well. So this is working. I appreciate you. Let me take one more call because they're calling. I don't want to leave them hanging. Hey, you're the last call of this little test. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Awesome. Tom Green, it's Tanner, and I'm from USA, Arkansas.
Arkansas. How's everything in Arkansas, my friend?
Oh, goodness. I actually just went to get some carry-out from a sushi restaurant, and while I was out, it was really strange to me driving by all these restaurants that were closed, and it started to really, I started to feel the impact. Last night I was talking to a friend, and he said back in the 80s we had blah, blah, blah. So many people applied for unemployment, and just this past, month, we've had 23 million people apply for unemployment. Mm-hmm. And it was mind-boggling to me to think about that.
Yeah, we're going through something that none of us have experienced in our lifetime. I think that the closest thing that would compare to this in the last 100 years would be World War II, which was not in our lifetime. There are still people that experienced that, but they're very old. Most people, of course, did not experience World War II. This I believe, will be a more impactful thing on the world than anything since then. It's affecting everybody. It's worldwide, and it is a war. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Are you taking any precautions when you go pick up takeout? I'll tell you right now, I haven't done that, and I'm not doing that. I'm not picking up takeout. I'm basically being extra vigilant. I have any food or anything that gets delivered to my house is sanitized, with cleansers. And another trick you can do is you can leave. If you get non-perishable items delivered to your house, you can leave them in your garage without touching them for 2 or 3 days. I believe 3 days is for stainless steel, and then the virus will just die naturally on its own. So,
right.
Ordering takeout, it's possible that the virus could be on the packaging, and you would have to get the food out, wash your hands quickly. There's not a lot of evidence of this virus being spread from surfaces to people, like actually infecting people. But if you touch a surface, stainless steel the virus will survive on stainless steel for 3 days, plastic for 2 days,
right.
Cardboard for 1 day. You touch a surface, then you touch your eyes, your nose, your mouth. You can potentially and theoretically get infected with the virus and get COVID-19. So, are you worried about that, or are you just kind of?
I mean, absolutely. As far as precautions, if I get in the car, I have gloves on. If I go take out food, I'll always, I'm washing my hands. I'm using Clorox wipes, actually.
But I'm taking it a step further, though. What about when you're actually taking that piece of sushi and putting it in your mouth and eating it? A raw fish that was prepared by a sushi chef who could have sneezed on it. He's standing above. I'm just saying. We want to support.
And yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely a cause for concern. But as far as that goes, I feel all I can do is trust that that person who made my food was careful enough to, take the precautions to make sure he isn't sick, to make sure that he's not transmitting any germs and contaminating food.
But that's not all you can do. You can do more than that. You don't have to eat sushi.
I mean, you're right.
You could be eating you could get canned tuna. You could get a big bag of rice. You could get a big bag of rice, a big bag of beans, some canned corn. You could live off that indefinitely. There's enough nutrients in that to live off indefinitely. You don't need to eat your fancy sushi. I'm not trying to put sushi restaurants out of business. I'm just saying, I care about you and your health. The sushi restaurants will do fine. I mean, this is only going out to my direct followers and fans here. So I'm not going to put a big dent into the sushi industry here. I'm not worried about hurting restaurants. I'm worried about you specifically, fan of my show, follower of my Instagram. I want you to have all the information, right? So you know, you could eat things that are, because this look. Can you go 2 months without eating sushi? Is this the world where we're living in?
Oh,
Where
absolutely.
You can't go 2 months without spicy tuna on crispy rice and a nice
absolutely,
halibut sashimi with a little wasabi and soy sauce. Oh my God, sounds good. I'm going to get sushi right now after this. You made me change my mind. I'm going on a sushi run right now after this.
I feel like it's because maybe I personally have worked in the food industry for the past 10 years. So I know how impactful this is for them. And I feel, you know, if I can be as safe as I can be for myself and my family and still be able to take care or try to help these small businesses, even if it's, you know, if I can stay clean, and I know I can stay clean by taking my precautions, and
you could spray Lysol. You could spray Lysol directly on the tuna fish.
On the sushi, yeah, absolutely. I could just Clorox wipe it down per rice grain.
Clorox wipe your baked crab hand roll.
Oh goodness, yeah, I could, yeah, but I think it's because that I have worked in the industry. I really feel the impact that these people have. You know, I mean, they lost their job just in a whim, you know, because of this virus, and it's not good for anybody. It isn't.
Okay, I'm gonna do more research about this. I agree with you. I have friends that own. I have a very good friend who owns an incredible restaurant out in Leucadia, Encinitas area. Check out Bird's Eye Restaurant. It's an incredible Thai restaurant. My friend Jody Morris, who I went to high school with, who was an incredible skateboard photographer, and they are also delivering takeout. I know they have really upped the cleanliness, and they wear gloves, and everything is very. So I'm sure that is something that you're being cautious about, and I actually want to.
Right.
I want to hedge what I said a little bit there. I was just trying to make conversation and talk about it because people need to think about this stuff and make up their own mind. But you make a very valid point. We got to eat. There's people out there that are providing food for us, and I may be a little bit more paranoid than the average person, so I'm not doing that. But that's my choice. I'm eating. I'm basically living off sardines right now. Actually, I've got a 1 year supply of sardines and rice. So sardines and rice, not bad actually. You should try it sometime. Not too bad.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I want to do this for a year, but that's all I got. So that's all I'm going to do. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling. Is everything okay with you though? How are you handling this emotionally? Are you panicking? Are you freaking out? Are you afraid?
I'm not panicking. I'm trying not to panic. I definitely have older parents. My parents are in their 60s, 70 years old, and they've been smokers all their life. So I'm more worried for them than I am anything. And their safety is my biggest concern. Keeping them at home, getting them what they need, and being safe and clean is basically my top priority.
Yeah, absolutely. And we all have
because I am young, and I think I'll be okay. But as far as keeping it away from them, that's my first.
We definitely have to look out for our elders, my parents as well. I'm very worried about them. But I also want to make sure that I think one of the things I think is important for people to understand is that young people can get this. I believe it may be a bit of possible misinformation that it really only strikes elderly. So worry about yourself as well.
Absolutely. Anybody can get it of any age. Yeah.
Get it and get it bad. There's a lot of chatter about how you can't get it bad. It's just like a cold if you're young. I don't want to spread rumors, but I've been reading some things, and some friends online have been starting to reach out to me who have people that are sick, and they're young people. They're not older people, and they're not sick like the sniffles or a dry cough or a slight fever. They're very sick. They're very sick, and some of them, it sounds like some of them are not going to make it. So, not to bring the mood down, but this is a serious situation, and we gotta talk about this with real information too. So, I say everything I say. I'm not a doctor, but I'm reading a lot about this. I'm talking to some very, very knowledgeable doctors to make sure I know what I know, and that and I always say everything I say, trust but verify. Look it up. We've got a lot of time to read on the internet. Look up what we're talking about here, and see what you can learn, and protect yourself. Okay,
staying informed. Yeah,
don't get complacent.
Yes.
I think that's one of the things
Right.
that they say really happens in this. If this is a 3-month lockdown, which we're talking about, a month goes by, people kind of get complacent. Oh, okay, I'm not going to wash the delivery off. It's fine. And then all of a sudden, oops.
We gotta hunker down and really, really take it seriously.
We do. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for calling.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tom. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I'll talk soon. Okay. Be
All right,
safe.
bye-bye.
Be safe. Bye. Okay. So look, the phone is ringing off the hook here. This is something this is going on. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, this is George from San Antonio, Texas. How you doing?
George from San Antonio, Texas. Great to have you on with me here. How are you doing? What is happening in San Antonio right now?
Well, everything's closed. Every bar and restaurant's on lockdown. So I was listening to you earlier because I've been doing a lot of DoorDash and Uber Eats, and I'm a little paranoid about the food that comes in. So I'm kind of trying to like wipe down the boxes and everything. And I think I should probably stop doing that altogether.
You know, it is always a good time to learn to cook. I'm going to start a little cooking show here soon. Because I've been getting quite proficient at it. I like to make rice, okay? It's fun making rice. First of all, the thing that's great about rice is you can buy a 10-pound bag of rice, and that's going to last you a year, and it doesn't cost very much money. So if you're going through, people are going through a tough time right now, and you can get a big bag of rice, and you just know that if this gets really bad and you don't want to leave your house, you've got some food for an extended period of time that's not going to run out. Beans as well.
Yeah.
A lot of beans,
Yeah.
a lot of rice, and corn, canned corn. Beans, rice, corn, okay? BRC. That's the new hashtag. BRC, beans, rice, corn. That's,
Yeah,
BRC.
I got the beans, I got the rice.
Beans, rice,
I just
corn.
need the corn.
BRC, beans, rice, and corn. Okay.
Yes.
That's going to be the new mantra here. And this is what we're talking about. That's what's cool in 2020. Beans, rice, corn is cool in 2020, right?
Yes.
We went from TikTok doing the renegade to beans, rice, corn is cool in 2020, right? That's how quickly the world changes, right? That's how quickly the world changes, right? Isn't that amazing?
I got my 15-pound bag of rice. I got the beans. I just got to get the corn. See, now I got to get out there again and get corn and leave the house.
Oh, you do. You do. You have a 15-pound bag of rice.
Yeah.
My man.
I think it's
my
bad,
man. That's a cool thing people say when they're impressed with one another. My man.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with your bag of rice. I'm impressed with your big bag of rice. That's cool. You got a bag of rice. It's big. You got a big bag of rice. You got a big bag of rice. My man.
I do.
That's impressive.
And I got some beef jerky, but what stinks is I got to go.
I got some beef jerky. I got some beef jerky. I got some beef jerky. I got some beef jerky.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But I got to go Monday through Friday. I still got to go into work because we're classified as a quote essential business, but I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
And I'm actually thinking about maybe quitting. I don't know. But I don't know if I'll make it to 2 months, and I'll try and just stay inside my house.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
And then
there.
what?
If you can quit, and that's what you want to do. I mean, it's a tough call. I wouldn't want to give you any advice on that because that's a huge decision, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But listen,
I got my beans and I got my rice.
No, it's good to also get when you have things like when you if you really are kind of locked in, things you forget to get. Get a lot of good sauces. A lot of good sauces.
Oh yeah.
Soy sauce, hot sauce, barbecue sauce. If you have a lot of sauces, then that stuff really makes life easier. especially, I'm talking about a situation, a doomsday scenario situation where we lose power. Your freezer no longer is functioning. Your fridge is no longer functioning. So you now are no longer able to keep any food in that scenario fresh. So you need non-perishable items like the rice, like the beans, canned food, canned vegetables, canned fruit. You have all of this stuff. And you can make a nice meal and make sure you have some sauces, different sauces. So you put some soy sauce on that rice, you put some curry on that rice. All of a sudden, you're not necessarily itching for the Grubhub, are you? All of a sudden,
that's right.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're the Grubhub, right? All of a sudden you're the now you're the Grubhub. All of a sudden, right?
I want to be the Grubhub.
Yeah, well, be your own Grubhub, man. I'm not hating on Grubhub. This is not permeating into society at large in a huge way. This is only going out to my small group of followers. So I don't have any sort of reservations about what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like I'm having any sort of impact on, these businesses as a whole. I'm saying to be absolutely safe, 100% without fail, you're not going to get sick if you don't leave your house and the virus doesn't come in your house, right? I mean, it's pretty clear, right? If you don't leave your house and the virus does not enter your house, then you're not going to get sick. I mean, that's a pretty, right? Do you hear what I'm saying? If you don't leave your house and the virus doesn't come in your house, then you're not going to get sick. Then you're not going to get sick, right?
Yeah.
It's a simple
and
equation.
Then, just for like my mental health, I'm trying not to watch any of our idiot president's press conferences.
Yeah. Listen, I'm trying not to talk politics around here, but that's just, that's where are you calling from, though? What part of the country?
San Antonio, Texas, South Texas.
Texas. Interesting. Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling. Thank you very much. And the only reason I'm not jumping into politics is because I want to keep everybody watching and listening, because it's important that everybody in the country on all sides of the political spectrum know what's going on and don't go out and infect people. That's my feeling. So I'm trying not to polarize this viewership here and turn it into sort of... No, it's okay. You can say whatever you want. I'm just going to steer it.
Well,
I'm just going to steer it in the direction I want to steer it in for myself. But go ahead, speak. Say whatever you want.
Well, I don't know. Are you sticking strictly to like coronavirus, or can I ask you like an old school question?
Yeah, you can ask me whatever you want. We want to have fun around here. It's not just going to be the virus show, but but it is going on in real time during this time, and I want this to be a fun distraction for everybody. So yeah, go ahead, ask me anything you want.
Well, so like on the Tom Green show, you had this one bit where you went to Starfleet Academy and you were messing with the Starfleet people,
right? Yeah,
and I can't find that anywhere.
Yeah,
like I've looked all over the place. Is that still out there, or is it something that kind of got like shelved for some reason?
You know what? Okay, I'm going to tell you something that I don't know if people realize, but there is probably about 1,000 videos from the Tom Green show that are not online. I would say a minimum 1,000. So there's stuff that's online, sure, but I did the show for 10 years. It was only on MTV for 3 years, but we did the show for 10 years. So I have a storage space full of hard drives, videotapes, VHS, Betacam, Hi8, mini DV tapes, CDs, DVDs, full of content.
Wow.
And there is a lot of crazy shit, man. And I like to move forward, but I am hoping to find the time to get into that and start uploading some of that stuff as well onto the YouTube channel. So you can go to youtube.com/Tom Green, and there's a lot of stuff there, but the Star Trek bit's not there. I do have that, though. It does exist. I know where it is. I could find it. Let me go. I'll try to find it, okay? I don't know if I have access to it. I don't know if I have access to it in my house right now. I don't know if I have access to it. That's what I do whenever I stumble on my words. I make it worse just so that people know that that I don't care.
Because me and my friends in high school were like walking around going like, "I'm Captain Cole Martinet," because that was the guy's name. So like, it became a thing for us. So good times.
That was when I went to the Star Trek convention, right?
No, it was like it was either the convention or like they actually have the Star Trek people actually have like an academy, like a Starfleet Academy, I guess, where you can actually go and like try and become a Starfleet member. I don't know how it all works. And you went to go visit, and like the guy had like a ponytail, and he kept hitting his ponytail, and he's like, "I'm Captain Quo Martinet," and you're like, "I'm Captain Quo Martinet," ha ha ha. And it was freaking awesome.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna find it. I'll find it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Listen. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. And stay safe. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
You too, buddy. Beans, rice, corn.
Beans,
Hashtag.
rice, corn. Thank you. Cheers.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's what it is. We're taking calls. We can do that here whenever we want on the Tom Green Podcast. And if you want to call me, all you have to do is go to my Instagram and watch the story. And when the story goes live, well, then that means I'm live and I'm taking calls. And you can call the number on your screen there. So I'm going to take a little break right now. I'm going to get this up on the podcast so people can hear it and enjoy it. And we'll do some more of this very soon, possibly daily. Okay, so stick around. Be safe. I love you all. And let's get through this together. Okay, bye.